So we get a lot of inquiries for ATEX rated mag locks. Now, this isn't something that we supply. What we tend to supply instead of a mag lock is a chute bolt system. So we're going to have a quick look at that. The difficulty with the general maglock inquiry we get is it comes from people with a lot of access control experience and they're used to it. So the maglock, the principle of not using the maglocks is you have two large chunks of metal colliding together in an explosive atmosphere, and it's not a great idea. So this tends to be what we use when we need to lock doors, typically interlock scenarios or access control inside of a zoned area. So this is the actual the receiver. This has a solenoid in it that holds this lock in place. So this part here, the ball and catch, gets fitted to the door, and that swings round and goes into a hole in the side of the catch here. So I'll show you that in a second. But basically, when it's not under power, if we put this in, it just slides in, and when it's not powered, it just slides back out. So if you can imagine the door swinging shut and open again, so that's what's going on with the ball and catch. When I apply power to the lock, so I've just put my 24 volts onto it there, and we lock the door. That's now locked in place, and you can't actually pull it back out while it's under power. So if I release the power again there, I can just pull the door open again, and that comes out. So obviously I'm not fixed to the table here during the demo. It's a bit easier to do it. On the side of the lock here, there's a mount. This takes a 5mm hexagon screw, and this is for adjusting the tension that's held on this. So basically, you want to set it up with as much tension to hold the door in place, but not so light that you can actually just pull past it. So that's that. Now, obviously, I'm just coming into this here with just a bit of 6-core for the demo. You would obviously have to come into it with ATEX approved cabling and duct and gland into it for the atmosphere that you're dealing with. So we'll just take a very quick look inside here. So the principle here is that when this goes in, it locks. We're not under power at the moment, and I can just pull it back out again. So if I apply the power, so we see the solenoid going in here, and when we put our catch in, it doesn't allow this come far enough back to actually release it. So if I just release it there, and then it comes out again, so we're fine with that. If you're doing interlocks, these are your contact outputs to tell you that the door is open or released. So a good selection there for your normally open, your normally closed, and that's your termination there for your power into it. So it's a neat unit. It's zone 2 and zone 22, and it's pretty much the only option you have, as far as I'm concerned, if you're trying to lock a door inside of an ATEX area. This unit here has a bit of give, so when your door swings around, it catches it and it holds it the way you want. So if you're coming in at a slight angle, you can adjust that. And there's a series of locking pins and other bits and pieces that kind of hold this in place once you have everything adjusted. So that's just a quick overview of what we use for ATEX rated areas when you want to lock a door. Thanks very much. You can get more information on the website comsec.ie, or give us a call in the office 018853 008.